Hello, viewers. How are you? Narrator is here again. We are still continuing with the decision support system. The other time we were looking at the absolute value. We are going to continue with the absolute value. We managed to do this side to link the type to the mark sheet to this conversion. We also managed to do this, but we did not do this side, and this side. So today we are going to see if we can complete. So the first thing is we are going to do something similar to this one. So let's see how we can convert this cells to 20, or how we can convert this 50, which is over 60, to 20. So how do we convert it? Remember, I told you anytime you are writing a formula in Excel set, you start with Excel cell, you start with an equal. So we have the equal and we are using the if statement. So if this cell is equals to empty, print empty. Otherwise, print whatever you have in the cell. But what we want is to convert this 50 to 20. So let me bring the close parenthesis. Then I'm going to deal with that cell D4. I want to print it. I want to convert it to 20. So you put it in brackets. Then because I want to convert it to 20, you divide it by the total. And what is the total? It's 60. So you have to move to the type and divide it by 60. But we want it to stick to 60 when we drag it down. So you have to apply the absolute value. And the absolute value is the dollar value. It's the dollar sign. So we are applying the absolute value so that if I drag it down, it will still stick to 60. Then when everybody was gone, Mama, I have to multiply it by you are the boss. Mama. 20, which is this cell. And this one also, we need to apply the absolute value there, so that when I drag it down, or when I copy it down, it doesn't also drag down. Okay, so here, if I convert this 50 to 60 is going to give us, if I convert 50 over 60 to 20, it's going to give us 16. So if I drag this one down, it will relatively copy to the rest of the cell. Then let's deal with, I want it to be only one decimal or 0 decimal place. So what I need to is to go to format. You cried when I was sick. Then the number, which is general, I want it to be 0 decimal place. So that's going to give us 16, 17, 7, 13, etc. Now I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to link what I have here to the mark sheet. So what do? It's going to be equal if what I have here is is equals to empty. Print empty. Otherwise, print whatever you have there. So you see that this 40 is linked. Now here there's no need for me to apply any absolute value because there's no division, there's no multiplication where I want it to stick to that place. So if I copy, it will respectively copy to the relative cell. Then I want to convert it to 30. This is over 60. Let me bring them here. For the assignment equals to 50. This side equals to 60. And this side equals to 70.
You are the only one who did not hesitate.
Now I didn't apply if statement here. Later I will apply the if statement. I just bring the equal sign. Alright. Then
When everybody was gone, Mama,
I want to convert this 70 to what? 30. How do we do it? I can do the same by copying this one to this cell. But the issue is it will copy the relative cell. The issue is the denominator and the multiplication. The denominator will stick to the relative cell for 60, but we don't want that one. So what we need to do is you go back to the type and take the relative cell. So it's going to be over the 70 for this cell. Then you apply the absolute value.
you clothed me with strength and dignity. You cried when I was.
Then the multiplication.
Mama, you spoke with.
See that it has stick to this. We don't want that. We want it to stick to 30 because we want to convert it to 30. So we want it to stick to this which is G2. Then we apply the absolute value.
The strength of my mother, and you made it your greater than natural laws.
So I'm going to drag it down. Okay. Let me just beautify the cell a bit. Let me beautify the page a bit. So here, then this side,
Place of all our days, Father, Mother,
borders. Okay. I might decide to.
your strength is great.
Let me start with this.
The strength of my mother is your strength is greater than natural laws. The strength of my mother is your strength is greater than natural laws.
The conversion, I can make it red.
Has no limit. When we were angry, you don't wait a minute to give us food. Hey, wait a minute. I do remember you took me to the pulpit to dedicate.
So all the conversions will stand out. Then
The only one who did not hesitate to carry my cross.
let me center all of them.
Strong. You spiritually correct me when I was wrong. I appreciate for kicking the devil to where
Okay.
you belong. You carried me on your back when everybody was gone. Mama, you are the boss.
Now
Mama, you are the boss.
let's check if, for instance, I change this investigation, this 40 to, let's say, 30. See that we have 30 here. I want to change this to 60. This 60 to, let's say, 40.
The strength of my mother is.
See that we have the 40. Now, Kumsin doesn't have marks for test and investigation. So Kumsin, assuming test, he had 50. So you have the 50 and the conversion is made. We are going to check whether this conversion are correct using our calculator. Then let's have Emmanuel. Assuming investigation, Emmanuel had 60. See that is done and the conversion is also done. Okay, let's use our calculator to check whether the conversions are correct.
You spoke wisdom to me. The teaching of kindness is your tongue, Mama. The strength of my mother.
Now we want to check whether this 30, if you convert it to 30, it's going to give us 30. So how do we do that?
Greater than natural law. You took all the places.
It's going to be
And you made it your greater.
30 divided by 70, which is this one, then multiplied by 30,
Call you blessed. Many women have done excellent.
and that gives us 12,85, which is 13, approximately 13. So it's correct. Okay, don't forget to subscribe. Bye.
You took the place of all others.